with Yahini, all you have to do is add your website, a few competitors, some details about your business, and then you will basically have hundreds and hundreds of keywords that you can target to start ranking on Google. So that's where the real power of Yahini comes from.
Awesome. Awesome.
Welcome to today's AI4Thought podcast. Today, I'm excited to welcome Dan, who's a tech founder, a content strategist, and the driving force behind Yahini. Yahini is an AI-powered content strategy tool that replaces AI fluff with expert-driven, funnel-mapped keyword plans and briefs. With over 8 years of experience in content strategy and growth marketing, Dan has built Yahini to help SaaS teams cut weeks of content planning in minutes. He's also the co-owner of Chilitao, a boutique content marketing agency. So Dan, welcome to this interview, and we're excited to dive into how Yahini is transforming content today.
Hello, and thank you for having me here.
It's a great pleasure.
It's great to be here.
All right, so let's kick things off. So, a great starting point for this conversation is what inspired the creation of Yahini and what gap in content strategy space does it aim to fulfill?
So, actually, Yahini was born from the frustration we had with generic AI tools. So, we had a content strategy agency, Chilitol, and we tried different AI tools to create content and actually, make our work better. But we noticed there is like a really big gap in the market for a tool that actually helps with research and not just content writing. So that is what inspired us to create Yahini, which is basically all our experience combined into an AI team.
That sounds very interesting. I can totally relate to everything you said. But can you tell us how Yahini achieves 90% up to 90% human accuracy in its strategies and briefs?
Yeah, definitely. So we trained the Yahini AI with data gathered from various content strategies. We had rather large pool of friends and coworkers and freelancers that we work with, and we did like a group effort to get everything, like all the frameworks and everything, and then feed it to the AI. And because of that, the AI Yahini truly understands the your business and creates the frameworks and everything based on your data. So we actually combined experience from a lot of people in the field with the AI, and that is how it reaches close to 90% human accuracy. Uh, of course, it cannot be 100% yet, but yeah, we're working on it.
90% is still pretty great compared to what the industry is producing right now. But I want you to answer that how does Yahini perform deep SERP and business context analysis? I mean, what data sources or technique does it leverage? I know AI is trained from a lot of data, but let's get a little specific.
Yeah, definitely. So we have basically three data points. The first is the user inputs, right? So it starts with user provided data, the website URL, some of their competitors, additional details like the target audience details, the topics. We get this information. Then we do a deep SERP analysis. So we use an API called Data4Thought, which is basically like the Ahrefs API or SEMrush. Yeah, we combine the data the user inputted with the data from Data for SEO. We feed it to the AI, and we actually create like a whole workflow with multiple steps. And to keep things simple and short, we just combine all that data, feed it to the AI, and build. And in the end, you get like a complete content strategy based on all that data sources.
Thank you for sharing your secret recipe, Dan. I'm so sorry. All right, moving on. Could you walk us through the typical user journey when they start using Yahini, from keyword planning all the way to brief content creation?
Yeah, sure. So we actually have kind of like 6 steps, give or take. The first thing is the project setup. So the user inputs their website URL, adds 5 competitors, and then provides some additional details about their business. Then in the backend, we uh, run the automated keyword analysis, and we just launched a new feature called brand intelligence. We actually dissect their business and create a lot of data points that we later use, right? Then all that data is we use it to create a keyword prioritization and funnel mapping, right? Because one of the things that Yahini is really great at is um, is that it can map keywords based on funnels, right? So we have bottom of the funnel, middle of the funnel, and top of the funnel keywords. So basically, you know exactly what to write about what to target with each keyword. The next step, it involves you picking the keywords that you like most. Of course, Yahini also prioritizes the keywords for you. So basically, your job is really easy. You just select the keywords, and then the last step is to generate the content briefs. Um, this is also what Yahini does different. Instead of writing the content for you, we generate a content brief that you can follow to write the final content piece, right? So basically, Yahini works alongside you. It doesn't completely replace the job of a content writer. And yeah, with the final brief, you can write it yourself or even feed it to an AI for that extra, you know, uh,
That extra value. Yes, I totally get it. Yeah. Thank you, Dan, for sharing that. I'm absolutely gonna be using Yahini with that mindset, so I know how it works. All right. Okay. Since you mentioned funnel map keywords, it, Yahini promises these keywords, right? But how does the tool ensure that the keyword aligns with different stages of the marketing funnel?
yeah, well, we have as I probably mentioned, different AI models, right? So we are not using just one. And we always strive to use the latest model so we can get all that data from search results for that specific keyword, analyze the intent behind that keyword, and then just map the keyword to that specific funnel stage. So it's a lot of processing that goes into that attribution.
All right. Okay. And are you gonna? I know there's gonna be bias in your answer because you created Yahini, but in your experience, how how has Yahini impacted the workflow and efficiency of SEO teams or content strategists? I mean, the simple answer is that it could replace them, but how could they? How could it help them?
Yeah, well, actually, Yahini can't really completely replace them, but it can make their job a whole lot easier, right? So first of all, Yahini reduces what typically takes about 30 hours of research. You can actually do with Yahini in a few minutes, right? Um, Also, there is a lot of manual work that goes into the content strategy development. Yahin takes care of that. And there are like a lot more benefits, and you can actually read about them on our product hunt page because we have like quite some a few reviews there and comments from people that have tried Yahini. So we will let our customers speak for ourselves.
And there's nothing more powerful than a comment from a customer. Absolutely. Okay, this is a problem that is a lot of companies are facing. So I want you to answer. How does Yahini handle niche industries or highly specialized topics where typical keyword data might be limited? Like you must be familiar with local SEO, right? What does Yahini do to handle that?
Currently, we are focusing on SaaS websites, right? Um, on niches that are, well, rather, I'm not really micro niches, but from small niches to big ones. We can't really, you can't really use Yahini right now for local SEO because we've built it with the idea of going worldwide with it. And also, what a lot of people have asked us is if Yahini works with different languages, but currently it only works with English. Uh, we might we might implement other languages in the future, but not right now. So yeah, basically, um, to give you a concrete example, um, we tried Yahini with different sort of small APIs websites, right? For example, an API that converts an AI response to JSON. So it's such a small market, right? But Yahini managed to generate close to 200 keywords for that. So because we generate like thousands and thousands of keywords and then analyze which one of these are good, uh, we we can definitely, I mean, Yahini can definitely find some keywords for your SaaS business. But it's not again. It only works with English English websites for now.
I can't wait for all of the languages to set in because that will create a SEO blast all over the world. I can't wait to see that happen. That's amazing. All right. Now that we've tackled all of its features, most of its features, how about we talk about the effect that it's creating? Could you share a real world success story or a case study where Yahini helped a brand transform its content strategy?
Yeah, well, again, I'm gonna circle back to my previous statement. You can check our G2 reviews from people, especially agency owners that are actively using Yahini to create content for their customers. Because it's so, Yahini can be so powerful, especially if you did not start a blog yet, right? So you have like your website, you are just starting out your content marketing efforts, and you don't really know where to start with keyword research and all that stuff. With Yahini, all you have to do is add your website, a few competitors, some details about your business, and then you will basically have hundreds and hundreds of keywords that you can target to start ranking on Google. So that's where the real power of Yahini comes from.
Awesome. Awesome. All right. And since SEO, so well, some people are saying SEO is dead, but I still believe that SEO is a fast evolving industry. So, how does Yahini stay updated with evolving search engine and content trends?
Um, well, us, the team behind Yahini, are always one step ahead of what happens in the market. It's actually part of our job description, right? Because we decided to create Yahini, like a tool that is a cutting edge uh, SEO tool, right? So we have to be on top of every new change, every SERP update, like everything. Um, so that's how we are trying to, position Yahini. Um, and basically keep on top of any new search engine algorithm changes and yeah, content trend. So we also have quite a few friends in the industry and are active in a lot of groups of people that are actively working right in this field. So that's like a big plus.
And out of necessity, I think you need to do that. There's no way you can stay out of the loop. I agree.
Yeah, yeah. That's that's definitely the case because otherwise, the tool would not be,
Exactly.
that
So it
great.
won't evolve with the times. Exactly. And I have a last question in front of me, but I will have an bonus question in the end. All right. Uh, if someone is skeptical about AI tools for content strategy, and there are people who are, what would be your message to them from Yahin?
Yeah, well, we were in that exact situation when we ran Chilital, the content marketing agency. Uh, Yahini is actually fundamentally different compared to like your typical AI tool. because it's not just an AI writer, but it's actually an AI content strategist. This is kind of the message that we want to uh, you know to convey, because Yahini works alongside you. It doesn't completely uh, you know uh, does the job for you, so you can use it to truly make your job easier and also faster, without, of course, without the reducing the quality. It's actually a helper. So yeah, Yahini really helps you create a content strategy, write better articles, get to uh, kickstart your keyword research process. And we have a lot of features planned that would make this the whole workflow even easier.
Since you said that, I'm going to add another question. What kind of integrations or future features can users expect from Yahini?
Yeah. So what we have planned right now, um, as I said, we just launched that brand intelligence feature, which basically uh, helps Yahini better create the content briefs for your specific business. We actually want to integrate the Google Search Console, so you can actually track each article you have wrote, with the content brief from your He, so you can track them inside the He. And we also have planned, maybe later this year, CMS functionality, so you can actually bring your whole team into Yahini and use it also as a project management kind of tool. So you can basically get use Yahini for your full content marketing strategy.
From A to Z, the whole loop. I get exactly. I absolutely get it. All right. And now for the bonus question. You're not prepared for this. Damn. All right. Uh, uh, I want to know what the story is behind the name.
Well, actually, we brainstormed the name quite a lot, um, but wanted to do like a something, you know, catchy, and somehow we saw like a commercial for tahini, right? And we were thinking, oh, what a nice name would be, Yahini. So
That's definitely it definitely is catchy. I still remember the first time I heard the name and I liked it. It was an absolutely brilliant. And thank you very much. With that, we come to the end of this interview, and all I can say to you is that I want to see Yahini work wonders out there and see it soaring to new heights. Maybe even get product of the day at Product Hunt for the first step. So
thank you very much.
major best of luck from our team.
Thank you. Thank you. And we'll do our best to make Yahini like the greatest SEO app out there.
Absolutely. And until then, it's time for me to say goodbye, and we'll see you hopefully very soon.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. Bye.